I'm joined in the broadcast by Dr. Suneela Garg, National COVID Task Force member. She's, of course, joining us about the advisory or the letter which the centre has written to states on the issue of how everybody who is showing fever-like symptoms should in fact be seen as a suspect COVID case. Dr. Garg, thank you so much for joining us on this. Do you think that's a very feasible plan? I mean, because this could even confuse a lot of health practitioners or like state governments. How exactly will they carry this out? You know, I mean, considering that there are so many cases which are now emerging in the country.
This is a very, very important question. I think it's very important from the perspective of to do away from the tests. You see, because when we are seeing, now we are seeing mutants after mutants. And now the latest mutant, what we are seeing is Omicron, which very closely mimics like flu also. So it will be very important perspective that, after some time, if we are going to do, every individual testing with the, PCR testing, that will become very, very difficult and it will oversurge the symptoms or it will oversurge our healthcare system. So it will be very important to see that basically that if everyone is treated, presume that everybody is suffering from Omicron infection and isolate that person, follow COVID-appropriate behavior, instruct the families, and empower the not only families and communities to make sure that the person is isolated well and treated well. That is important. And also simultaneously, we have to empower our physicians with good knowledge of telemedicine so that they can take care of home isolated persons. Because at this point of time, it's very few sick individuals, very sick individuals who are coming. So unnecessary stress on the healthcare systems has got to be avoided. And if we are sensitizing the communities and empowering them with correct knowledge of isolation and all, that will also help us in long run. Because what we are seeing is laxity in following COVID-appropriate behavior. That is one thing which will also be taken care of. So I feel personally that, treat every individual as a case of COVID-19 or as of now Omicron case and accordingly manage him. And we need not go for unnecessary testing, which will burden our systems. And the time will come, when we will be no longer able to implement, RT-PCRs in every individual whom we are suspecting.
Right, Dr. Garg. So essentially this will be seen as a precautionary measure which could probably go ahead and reduce the burden in hospitals probably if people take that extra caution and are already treating certain people who are coming in with fever-like symptoms as a suspect COVID patient. Of course, this is a strategy which the states will also have to see how they can implement. Dr. Suneela Garg, the National COVID Task Force member, Thank you so much for joining us on this.